What's up guys, and welcome to another YuGiOh Duel Links video. I know this is my second video of today, but I am just excited to share with you my Cyber Style Extreme deck. So right after I managed to obtain 1,000 gems, I straight ahead went and bought the structured deck from the shop, and I quickly implemented it into my Cyber Dragon free-to-play deck, and this is the result. Also, you can obtain the Cyber Style Evolution skill by actually summoning level 5 or higher machine type monsters and obtain it from the mission stage reward. So basically just do that and you can play this deck to its optimal capacity. So starting off, I would like to explain what Cyber Style Evolution is. So Cyber Style Evolution is an effect which only triggers when you have 12 or more machine or cyber or dragon type monsters in your deck, which means you can essentially splash this into a dragon deck if you want to, or a cyber dark deck, because you actually gain these following cards. First up, you have Cyber Emergency, which adds a light machine monster or a cyber dragon from your deck to your hand, and if this card were to be negated and destroyed, you can basically discard a card to add this card back to your hand, and this card can only be activated once per turn. And this is a great searcher as well, for just in case you do not actually have cyber dragons or enough cyber dragon monsters in your hand. You can essentially just bring this out to actually add more fusion materials into your hand just on the dot. Next up, Power Bond is being added thanks to the skill, so we don't actually need to use no more excuses, and we can definitely use this card inside our duels now. Thanks to Cyber Pharaohs being added into the structure deck, we essentially have a Power Bond searcher which brings this card out to our hand, and also another Cyber Dragon is added to your deck with this skill. So essentially you're beginning the duel with 4 original Cyber Dragons, and this means you have more materials to actually fuse from the get-go. So thanks to that, I am playing 3 original Cyber Dragons, 2 Cyber Dragon Veers, 3 Cyber Dragon Dries, and 3 Cyber Dragon Cores. The reason I play 3 cores instead is because Cyber Emergency has been added to the deck now, so that means I have more variety of cards to actually search for in terms of cyber spell and traps. You can also add in Cyber Rev System if you want to. It's essentially considered a cyber spell and trap. For me, I'm not gonna add that in because I'm going to go for a fast-paced OTK kind of deck playstyle, and that is essentially what I'm doing right there. So next up is 1 Overload Fusion, 2 Cosmic Cyclones, 2 Cyberload Fusions, 1 Poly, and 2 Counter Gates. For the extra deck lineup, I cut out 1 Chimera Tech Over Dragon and added in Cyber Dragon Nova. So what Cyber Dragon Nova essentially does is basically requires 2 level 5 machine type monsters, which you can actually do using Cyber Style Evolution, since Cyber Style Evolution also has that skill where you can use up to twice per turn, which twice per duel or per turn, and select Cyber Dragons on the field and turn them into level 5. So imagine you have Cyber Dragon Nashter already, and you activate its effect to discard a Cyber Dragon Dry or a Cyber Dragon Veer. You can essentially special summon this card onto the field. Or if you actually have a very nice going hand, you can essentially normal summon Cyber Dragon Dry, special summon Cyber Dragon Veer, then use the effect of turning all Cyber Dragon monsters on the field into level 5 and go into Cyber Dragon Nova right on the dot. With Cyber Dragon Nova's effect is detaching a material, target a Cyber Dragon in your graveyard, special summon that target onto the field. And once per turn, you can actually banish this Cyber Dragon monster or from your hand to essentially give this monster 2100 attack points right on the dot, meaning it'll be 4200 attack points, and it's gonna be super beefy, and you can literally OTK your opponent during that turn. And just in case your opponent were to use a trap hole to destroy this card and send it to the graveyard, you can bring out a machine type monster from your extra deck, aka Cyber End Dragon, right on the dot with 4000 points of attack right there. And if you're gonna be super complicated and gonna go for a much big brain play, you can literally go for Overload Fusion to banish Cyber Dragon Nova, which is available in your graveyard right after it got popped, and go for something big like Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon to essentially build up your graveyard more, or something like that to go for more attacks. And once that's done, is regardless whether you've already used any of the effects by Cyber Dragon Nova and also Camera Attack Rampage Dragon, because Cyber Dragon Nova banishes monsters from the graveyard. Essentially, you can literally go for an OTK by using Cyber Load Fusion and literally go for Camera Attack Over Dragon, which has a very high attack point. The highest I managed to go using this combo during my first time using this deck is 3200, and it was a pretty good OTK overall. Not to mention having 2 Camera Attack Rampage Dragon is super beautiful when you use it inside the deck. Henceforth, Counter Gate is considered quite a backup strategy if you want to call it that, but overall for searching, Cyber Dragon Core is right there. Then you can go for Nashter, then Cyber Dragon Nova, or Camera Attack Rampage Dragon, depending on how you want to play it out for the deck and what opponent you're facing. It all goes in from there, and you can essentially use Cyber Style Evolution's effect of actually increasing levels to go into level 5 plays right out from the get-go. So Arsenal Zenmayo, I still keep it in there because of the effect of popping 2 set cards on the field. So that also acts as a fusion material just in case I want to go for a Cyber Load Fusion during that turn. Not to mention, an extra material goes a long way, and you can literally boost up your Camera Attack Over Dragon power through the roof. So instead of literally talking about how I will use this deck, I'm just gonna show you a duel that I essentially used this deck in a ranked duel for the first time. So tune in and let's check it out. So Cyber Style activates at the beginning of the turn, which is great. And now we have 2 cores on our hand. We can literally search for any Cyber Style cards that we want to. So for his first turn, he's gonna activate the field spell and Red Eyes Fusion to bring out Red Eyes Slash Dragon, which is essentially a great card overall if you actually have a great combo with it. And since he's setting a Performer Pal, although it's weird that he said so early, but regardless, it's fine. So now I'm bringing out Cyber Dragon Core to bring a Cyber Emergency Call from my deck to hand. Then I will activate it immediately to get out Cyber Dragon Nashter. And since Nashter is essentially a level 1, I just discard a Cyber Dragon Dry to special summon Nashter on the field. And then I will use the Cyber Style Evolution effect, or skill you want to call it, to increase the levels to go into Cyber Dragon Nova.
I exceed summon a monster. Go Cyber Dragon Nova.
So now Cyber Dragon Nova's effect is going to trigger, and I'm going to detach a material to special summon Dry onto the field. And I'm setting Cosmic Cyclone in the back row just in case he were to activate another spell or trap card during that turn. And it's just a safety precaution, that's as usual. And now by banishing Cyber Dragon Dry, I essentially increase my monster's attack point by the double amount. This only lasts until the end of my turn that I activated it, and you gotta be careful for this as well. And since you have a Cyber Dragon Core in hand, it's not treated as Cyber Dragon, so you can actually double the attack during that turn as well. So now I have another Cyber Dragon Core, I might as well obtain another copy of a Cyber Load Fusion into hand to go into further fusion plays. And special summon another Cyber Dragon Core onto the field. And since I'm banishing it, this is also quite fine as well, just in case my opponent's monster were to have, like, let's say a big shield guard now or something, so getting rid of that with a high attack point is better safe than sorry, you know. Next up, Cyber Load Fusion to bring out Camera Attack Over Dragon with 3200 attack points, replenishing my Cyber Dragon Nova in my extra deck. And now since it's all replenished, and I can go for an OTK right on the dot since it does not have Kite Roid or any other cards that actually negates any battle during that time. So that is basically the playthrough of my first duel of using this Cyber Style Evolution deck. And that I can tell you, this deck will reach a level of meta in no time thanks to the support from the Cyber Style Extreme Structure deck. and I can let you know you can essentially increase the speed of this deck by a lot if you actually dive deeper into it as well. You can also increase more cyber spell and traps in your deck, such as Cyber Network. You can basically add that in, or maybe a Cyber Shadow Gardener, just in case you want to negate one battle, just in case you just like that. But essentially this deck is already as good as I already see it as it can be, and since these three cards are still semi-limited, it's still fine as well, since this entire deck, as I can tell you, is already fast-paced enough and literally can OTK on the dot if you play this deck right. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I also hope you guys get the chance to grab this Cyber Extreme style deck from the shop and also implement it into your current decks. And let me know if you actually have other suggestions to actually make this deck more powerful, more fast-paced, or even have a higher chance of literally getting King of Games. I will not be surprised if this deck were to reach King of Games or literally reach the top list meta for this entire month of December. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, see you next time, and stay safe but keep dueling.